All right, guys, Kimpachi here. We got 3 p.m. June 21st, 2018. The developers open up question and answers for the community. So we're just throwing in questions. Damn, they already started. All right, I'm probably not gonna be asking too many questions because, yeah, this is gonna be a bit probably not so good for them. Just all of these questions. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna scroll. I mean, but then they blocked it here at 2:24 because people were a bit early. So we'll start at 3 p.m. here. Now I want to go down to see how they're answering them. Okay, so Sergey said there will be important changes coming for PvP with the next build. Okay, guilds are our next priority after that, and we have big plans for that, including guild raids, woohoo, and PvP. So guild PvP, so guild versus guild, and then guild raids. Nice, nice. And then he adds somebody. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be. I mean, You see how they're just adding people, so it's like you got to go find the question. So I don't like how this one is set up. But what we'll do, we'll just read their answers and then try to, you know what I'm saying, get a good idea what the question was. We do plan to introduce account merge. Oh, okay. So that's for the iOS stuff. So for you iOS people, you said we do plan to introduce account merge, meaning you will be able to keep your progress on iOS and GGP devices at once later this summer. We already got July 21st, so that shouldn't be too far off then. Question from Sadata at 1500. Will you be introducing 6 stars? And then I guess right below it is the answer. We do not plan to add any 6-star creatures in the game. We'd rather focus on adding new ways to improve existing ones. That's a good answer. Question from XYZ. XYZ. Do you plan on making dupes have a role in skill ups, evolving, swapping the auto attack and random bonus after the first evolve or something similar? We do plan to add features to make the duplicates worth it. Regarding the evolve, we have plans to allow you to swap it. Nice. Won't be in the next build though. Ouch. Two different things. Smiley face. So I see where we are now. How often can we expect to see free glyphs removal events? Free glyph removals are going to happen once a month. Ooh. Ouch. Cross platform. Did he answer that about the cross platform? No, he didn't. So Tangai is answering the questions, and Hanin is writing the questions. He's finding them and he's writing them down. So question from such and such: will duels between friends be a thing in the future? Duels and even duels and even real-time PvP is something we definitely want to do. Can't tell you any dates obviously, but this is something we are considering, of course. I'm gonna jump back to the questions and I'm gonna ask my question again. So we'll just go back over here now. Question: will you increase the speed of the overall gameplay? We are increasing the 3x speed in the next build. We will review and monitor your feedback once you can play it with it. Question: so when is the next build? Good question. Great question, actually. Wait, let me kill this. Just realized my fan was he didn't answer cross platform. Yeah, he didn't answer it. But yeah. So when is the next build? First week of July. Hot damn. Cannot tell you the exact day though. But first week means the first through the seventh, so that's not bad. So that's 2 weeks from now. In the first week, they're gonna be revamping the PvP. There will be important changes coming for PvP in the next build. Guilds are our next main priority after that. Okay, so after that, blah blah blah. So PvP is their focus this next build, with probably some other stuff too, of course. Spoiler, OMG. Question: any plans to allow us to view other people's creatures? An example, clan members, etc. Yes, we do have super cool features planned to interact with your friends and make the game more social soon. Hopefully the next build. Hopefully the next build. I'm just making sure we didn't miss any questions here. How often will balance patches happen? Meaning nerfs or buffs. When will they buff? When will they buff Kenpachi? Don't repeat your question, please. I see. I got called out for asking the question twice, so I see how they're doing it. He's just reading from top to bottom. They're definitely not going to get all the questions out the way, unfortunately. But it's good that I asked my first black and white question earlier, like with the first minute. So he should be getting. Well, he's already at 307, so he clearly skipped my question. Cause I asked my question. Oh, 308. Never mind. I stand corrected. So we're getting close. See if he grabs my question about light. I asked him. Is he going to be? Are they going to be introducing two new elements, light and dark? The reason I asked this is because they have pictures showing light and dark element units already in the stuff that they have released to us. So I asked him, "Are you going to?" And then when, if you will. Okay, how often? Again, so they answered it. How often will balance patches happen? Ain't and then the answer was, ain't the game balanced already? And then he also said, time to fire someone. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, face. Looks like a question. We usually do balance. Okay, never mind. He just responded to him directly. We usually do balance and changes every update, creatures slash rewards, etc. Even if we do some on the go without build needed. Question. Okay, so now he's into 308. Will there be improvements on the social system such as a friend list or chat channels? Yes, there will be a social feature on all fronts, including friend lists and improvements for the chat. It needs some love, I agree. Question. Any plan to make the game officially playable on the computer? That's a very good question, because I definitely like to swap. But yeah, that takes a lot. That takes a lot because they have to run it to be. It's a lot into that because computers have better graphics and all that, so they gotta do all of that kind of stuff. Oh man, I gotta check some of these other. Some people have been okay. Yeah. So let's see what they respond. He's writing now. Wow. What the? Well, at least they allow us to do reactions. Okay. We're just seeing what they're gonna respond with now. We're 14 minutes in, but they're still on question way back at 308. So he responded to that question. I'll read the question again. Any plans on making the game officially playable on the computer? Tangai is too long. Here is one for you. Another question at 1509. Do you plan on improving? Do you plan on improving the upgrade of glyphs? It's really long, and it was something we were hated in games such as Summoner's War, and that they never corrected. So he responded. He responded first here to Spook's question about making the game playable on computer officially. He said, "So you can play on emulator if you want." So okay, guys. So you got the official okay from the The devs right there. You can play on the emulator if you want. We tolerate it. However, it's not what we recommend as the game was designed to be playable on mobile only. An emulator is not a supported device, meaning you could face unexpected behaviors that we don't support. All right, so for those of you guys who are still wondering about can you play, are we allowed to play on emulators, he just answered it right there. Glyphs, I love the beautiful and long animation. However, we have increased the speed in the next build. You should see a slight change. I don't understand what they're talking about exactly with that. Like specifically, what about the glyphs? Increase the speed, meaning like it's easier to level them up to 16, or the drop rates. And again, we'll go back up to the question. The question, what they asked about the glyphs was, oh, do you plan on improving? Yeah, yeah, there we go. Upgrade of glyphs. Okay, so, okay, so basically they're gonna increase the success chance. But he used the word speed. I love it when moderators and developers use other words. 10 times speed is coming soon. Not next build, but definitely soon. Oh, right. So we are at 3 times speed. They're going to bring us 10 times speed. That way we can just be knocking out stuff, lessening the farm and increasing the amount of rewards and XP per hour. Definitely. Question. Oh, so they skipped my question. Dang it. Because they're already at 15, 11, and or yeah, they skipped. They missed so many questions. Do you plan to sell skin or add haircut for the kid and for the monsters? And then under that he said, yes, please. Yes, we do. We also plan to rework totally the whole avatar feature soon. Nice. So more haircuts, different costumes for the avatar, so we can personalize our avatars more. Are the weaker net fours going to see changes to bring them into the light with stronger ones? Yes, mine's especially. So Sergey seems to be just a okay. Dot dot dot. All right. So it looks like we're not gonna answer that one. Don't worry, we take all the feedback seriously. And weak net fours are not on the list. Oh, excuse me, are on the list. Sorry. Man. So we're not allowed to ask the questions twice yet. They skipped over them, a lot of them. Is it possible to have a public roadmap available? Yes, that's a very good question. We like to like give us your plans for the whole year so we can see when you like a lot of games do that, and it's very 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 successful for the company to do that, in my opinion, where they show you all updates what they plan for the year, and they give you a month, like we plan to do this within this month XYZ all the way out the year. That'd be very nice. I can tell you guys that the next build is focused on around PvP, of course. Yeah, you guys said that already. Then it turns for guild cool stuff. Beyond that, I cannot share really, mainly because it is up to you really. Players' feedback. Okay. Question. So they're jumping around with the questions, but they definitely skipped over mine at 308. They're already in 313. Any ideas on who to fire? Come on. Really, they picked this question out when people have. All right. Uh, any any ideas on who to fire? I have my own list. Yeah, I can make it. I can make it public, just like the roadmap if you want. Hillary is on top. All right. So we went political there. Uh, question at 313: are there going to be ways or event exclusive for new players to catch up to the beta players with 1 year of farming and summoning? This is what I'm talking about. Great question. Great question. Great question. Great question. Let's answer this, please. Because since you guys opened up only one server, we got to be doing something. The game has changed a lot, really, since 1 year ago. New players have a ton of advantages compared to oldies. Okay, so Sergey is understanding us. Okay, where's the answer? Are they going to just allow them to keep this gap on us? Because regardless of what you do, I mean, you need extreme luck to catch up. Extreme luck. With all the glyphs. They've already completed like all of the achievements, gotten all those free XYZ and blah, blah, blah. We do believe the current situation is fair. All right, really? But we are always cool with the events for new players. Fair. Okay. Tits or ass? Come on. Both, definitely. Why not both? Tell me everything, guys. I kind of feel like time has been wasted with some of these questions they're picking out because people have asked some very important questions that a lot of the community is wanting to know. We're already at 22. They're just going to close it out at 4 o'clock. These are some stellar questions. Look at some of these questions. Do you plan on doing rate up events for certain creatures? Like increases their rates? No, no increase in the base rates, but simply make themes such as fire, wind, dragon, support, attacker, creatures have a greatly higher probability of being chosen. So I'm thinking what he means is rate ups as far as when you summon. I've asked about this plenty of times to some moderators and some of the other veteran players. Well, what I asked was, have they ever done so? Have they ever done any rate ups? And they haven't. Why are they not picking these questions out? You guys are too fast with the questions. Man, are you guys going to buff Fire Rakasha? So what I wrote there was please, 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 if possible, please answer our serious questions. You guys have only given us an hour. Attackers are currently under review, all of them. We believe that we are better than the past. Yes, yes. For those of you who don't understand what happened in the past, it's not like something bad happened, but all pure damagers, Rakashas, Damios, all those guys, they were doing nuts, like ridiculous damage, and people complained obviously, so they nerfed him, and now us new players, we see these units and it's like, wow, these units, then they're underwhelming. Like, oh my god, they look cool and all this stuff, but they do no damage. So you gotta do a whole bunch of different things to just to get decent damage out of them. So that's what happened with that. We believe that we are better than the past, but it is something you will have news very soon. Man, yeah. So they're simply not going back to all the questions. Okay. Can we have guild war in the future? They already said that. With one, why would they pick this question out if they already said with one preparation day to set defense monsters and another day to attack, team with the highest reputation points wins. I thought they wanted to do real time guild features. As I said, yeah, we have big plans for guild stuff. So why you pick the question out? I'm just talking. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. Because they only give us an hour. We're already at almost 30 minutes in, so we only have 30 minutes left. And then they're just the questions that they're picking out is stuff they've, like this last one, to be exact, is something they have already answered. And then he said that in there, so it was kind of like a waste of question. Raids and PvP fights being two of them. We hope to share one of the big features by the end summoner. It'd be cool if they end the questions, but they go back and answer all of the questions, except the ones that are asked, have already been asked. That'd be pretty cool if they do that. Like, close out the questions, like they did in the beginning, lock it out, and then go back and answer all of them, except for the repeated questions by different players. That'd be nice. Will a 150 summon event return? That's a good question in future, or was it a one-time thing? I think Legend said earlier that they had that one other time before. This is the second time. So let's see if they're going to keep bringing that back. Probably as a business uh, direction for your businesses, might not be so good to give away stuff like that too often. But we'll see. As a matter of fact, I want to look at. Thanks for the support there, Raitling Live and Goron. Appreciate it. Uh, okay, he answered them. This was a very specific event we did for the game launch, but it was still available to the veteran players as well. We have no plan to do it again on a regular basis. I kind of thought that, like I said, for a business strategy, that's not a good business strategy if you want to, when it comes to growing your business and funds and stuff. But it might come later on for something exceptional, but no plan to repeat it anytime soon. So for those of you who have not completed that 150 summon to get your free Nat 4, you might as well, you better start grinding. We got the 21st. It ends on the 30th or either the first. It's like 8 or 7 days left. But I am waiting. Shut up. Tell me a new upcoming content that is fresh, original, and not available in other gotcha games. Come on. This one is for you, Sergey. Beautiful devs. We have a few in house. It is not a secret that we are not reinventing the wheel, but we do have cool stuff, improvements, tweaks for already existing features from other games that you all love. Devs in the game, still a lot of features are coming soon. Underground training, some regions coming soon is what I have seen now for almost a year. When are those features coming? See, that's a veteran player talking there. To be totally transparent, all these features were part of the original roadmap, and then we got real players, wow, and real feedback. Damn. So we adapted the priorities accordingly. I kind of feel like they were taking shots at the veteran players there. That's just my opinion. Custom AI rules would be amazing. That would be stellar. If we can set our healers to only heal, or like that means they literally just be doing their single target attack until they need to heal, then they heal, or whatever. Like, yeah, allow us to control them. If you're not gonna revamp them, just completely revamp them, just allow us to control them. Like, we can set them for what their priority should be in the battle, or just do a revamp. So I want to see the answer to that. Maybe it is something we could discuss. But honestly, it is something that we don't plan for now. Plans might change based on overall feedback, though we always have said. Do any of you play Summoners War? Come on, what in the world? I quit. Never heard of that. We really had some serious questions, some very very nice questions that a lot of people I've seen asking. I want to answer to, like, being already asked in the thing there, but I don't know. They're pulling out some of these kind of questions. So my question is for Han. Why is Honey so slow at choosing questions? Okay. There are too many. I try to avoid duplicates. I haven't even seen my question out there yet. What I asked was, when are you going to be releasing the new elements, dark and light? We will stay if needed. Don't worry. Okay. I'm just going to ask my questions again. He said, the moderator said, don't repeat the questions, but I mean, what are they going to do? Scroll all the way up to an hour ago? I doubt that. So I'm just going to ask my questions again. Do you plan to rotate the creatures in the shop? That's a good question. For those of you who might not understand what he was asking, is when you go in the shop, uh, at the bottom right, you'll see a tab called creatures. So you can you can farm the fragments from TOT, and you can get some from the different chests. Uh, the two net fours they have there is the Earth Colossus and the Wind Necromancer. He's asking, are you gonna be recycling, like changing those up? Not just those two, but the other ones as well. I'm not even mentioning the net threes and net twos. We do plan to rework. We do plan to rework the entire feature to something cooler. It needs to start like it is for the time being, though. It needs to start like it is. Okay. Are we going to be able to change evolution skills? They said that already, but you pulled the question out. Can we have more Can we have more information on heroic evolutions? Yes, finally. How many copies needed and what changes will there be? They're not going to answer that. They're not going to answer that fully. They're going to say the information is coming. We'll be releasing it in this build, that build, coming XYZ. Stay tuned. It'd be not it surprised me if they answer it. I'm not saying that even legend leave me alone. Okay. I am fully aware we teased this feature long ago. It is currently on hold as we had, thanks to all of you, different priorities. Wow. It's coming out, but guilds are our main focus at the moment. Question. Are you hiring game developers just looking for a job? All right. We need to replace Hillary. I heard. Are you a designer? Oh man. Oh, no wonder why. Okay. Well, what I was getting ready to say was, they direct. I was talking to Tangai. He directed me to her, and there was beginning conversation. But then it kind of just died off. She just kind of stopped responding. So I guess I don't know what's going on with that. But you guys read right there. He said, we need to replace Hillary. I heard. Are you a designer? Another question. Sure, send your resume to jobs@ubisoft.com. Can we have more detailed, balanced patch notes? Yes, patch notes where we can see specifically what is going on, what happened, what didn't happen, what XYZ. If we can get every bit of changes, percents, changes to skills, fixes, everything, it would help a lot rather than players to feel or test the difference on their own after each week. Absolutely. Each tweak, excuse me. We do have very detailed notes in our website with a shortcut in the event panel. Oh, I have to go look at that. I think they are detailed enough. Oh, we definitely gonna have go take a look at that because I didn't know that existed. He said in the with a shortcut in the event panel. Okay. Question from what about compatibility? He just asking about he just asking about playing it on a computer again. But then they're saying like, oh my god and stuff. Not necessarily computer, but for build 1.8 for build 1.83 we temporarily dropped 32-bit support. Uh-oh. But it sucked. But it is back since 1.84. So they're talking about, okay. I thought never mind. Double XP win. Not double XP, but that XP event that they had with the dungeon. It was the third. I think it opened the second or the third of this month, so they probably next month. And we also considering having XP boosters soon. That would be very much appreciated. That way we can just get these people ranked up a little faster, save some energy, save some time while we're waiting on the 10x speed. Um, next, okay. Waiting on Hannon. Sorry. Nice. Do you guys plan on doing anything with how much battery game consumes? Even with low graphic settings, battery is a big problem. We do work on performance boosts on every release we do, but there is one thing we cannot deny. The game is heavy on GFX, and this has a big impact on the battery. We are on a much better shape than 6 months ago, though. Another question: when we can touch Tengai? Real event in different country incoming. Uh, yeah, it'd be cool if they go past 4 o'clock, like they say, because of the questions they're pulling out here. Can we get a wiki with all the skills of each monsters to easier the theory craft? Question mark. This is something I expect from the community, of course. Let's go here. I was added twice. Look like. Uh oh. It says Kenpachi devs are doing their best. They are reading all the questions, but there are 800 people here, so they need some time. It's hard for them to answer all. I've made 3 questions not answer also. Just because they added me, I just want, you know. Uh, there is something on the works by some of you. We already shared and will keep sharing useful information. Nice. That way the wiki is accurate. We are happy to share everything related to creatures, though. Let's see what they respond with. I'm not picking the questions, just helping out, keeping the Discord tidy. I'm starting to remove unnecessary questions though. We are happy to share everything related to creatures though. Um, Plan on adding new achievements. The ideal for now is on the ideal for now on is to add achievements every time we do a new feature and related to it. That makes sense. Do you mind sharing the monster skill damage multipliers like in Summoner's War? What? Question mark. Huge shout out to developers for doing this, to be honest, information and hilarious. We don't mind being transparent about this. We can do it, but I love seeing you guys theorycraft about it. Same for us. Super exciting. Let's hit the 1,000 users online though. 1,000? Is it not 1,000 more than 1,000? He must mean Discord, I guess. I would have thought this game had more than 1,000 players, so maybe he's talking about Discord. I don't know. 12 missing. Oh, nice. Call your families. Okay. Can you guys do this once a month or so? This is great. Yeah, we do plan to do this often. Okay. I love the indirect answers. Even in a different way, maybe live stream. That would be nice. Live stream, yeah, so we can. No, actually, I prefer typing or get a translator or something. We will wait for your feedback for this one. Do you want to see our faces? Question mark. We can. Could be fun. 10 guys. Too shy though. Wow. Can we have a notification when the timer shop is refilled? What? Oh, okay, so notification for the phone. Okay, I'm tracking. Where you get the little notification on your phone when your energy fills up and all that kind of stuff for different games. Maybe spammy? No? Question mark. Sorry, I did. One of the moderators told me don't ask questions twice, so I asked another question. They did mention that they may be they will continue past 4 o'clock, so that's 11 minutes from now. You guys gotta excuse my thinking out loud here. I mean, you see some of the questions they're picking out, right? I agree. The current notifications are weak. Improvements in the works. Nice. Can we have a timer during runs? My goodness, these questions. If you have a phone, I'm was asking about the light and dark monsters. Yes, I've asked that. I asked it at 3:08. So we'll see if they revert back to, if they go back at the top of the list and come back down again. But they skipped over that question. They only got a few from 3:08, around 3:08, like a couple questions. uh, we had big plans for that. Really included leaderboards like Mario Kart. Server guys hated me for proposing that. But yeah, cool stuff coming. Step. What was the question? Can we have a timer during runs? Can we have an in-game clock either sync with our device clock or the UTC timing so we can better coordinate with guildmates and also check our magical shop every 1 hour? He saw us, SHIT. A timer in the UI? Question mark. Why not? We'll pass the info on. Should be easy. Oh, you said that because one of the server programmers popped up. Yeah, but Tenga, don't be shy. To us, we love you. That's another question they popped up. It's not even the question. I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna PM all of them after this ends, and I'm gonna ask them my questions. I just have two questions: the light and dark, and then when will they revamp the bombing system? Buff it, fix it, whatever. Like Fire Giant using bombs. That's what I'm talking about. And then about the light and dark elements, because a lot of people don't even know about that. Like they're even thinking about bringing that. Here's another question that was pulled out. Do a live stream. So it's like it's over now at this point, because so I asked my question again, but I asked it in a different way. Basically, instead of specifically saying light and dark, I just said, will you add any new elements to the game? Since do a live stream, I promise I will. Like the Rakasha buff, you mean? It's coming for real. Which studios developing the game? All right. Yeah, it looks like they're done. Yeah, I thought he meant Discord. So yeah, Discord. Is the Minotaur still a inside joke? So I decided to ask him about the guidelines on becoming a streamer. See if they can find that question. I at the guy as well, Hannon. Ah, and then immediately somebody responded to me. What did they say? Oh, okay, Black Nova. Yeah, with the relevant questions for real. Is the Minotaur still an inside joke? One question. It is not intended at all, but it's a joke among us here at least. Well, that's isn't that what a? Never mind. Don't you think the game is too easy? Don't you think the game is too easy? Like what? Don't you think the game is too easy? Like we can farm during hours without being out of energy, and we can clear hardest maps even in free to play. Game is too easy? Question mark. Well, might be. We want it to be accessible. We want it to be accessible for many people. We like we like being free to play friendly. Upcoming features will be hard, I tell you. All right. Can we have a goodie shop? Need a little golem plush. Regarding chat, we have regarding chat. Can we have different chat subs? One for normal chat, one for notices, who got a nat 4, etc., and also in-game mail so that we can. What is that? Okay. In-game mail. In-game mail so that we can send threats to in-game mail to threats to other people in the arena and tag us and blah blah blah. Yeah, we have plans for the chat coming. Yeah, they picked that question out. They answered that question earlier. Please address the current energy shortage stunting progress, energy refill times, refill costs, etc. Man, I hope they don't mess this up and then they mess around and put a limit on energy refills with people asking these non-specific type questions. He I just answered someone saying the opposite. Hard to please everyone. See, we are trying two. They pulled out two. We are trying to do the best for everyone. We will keep doing friendly events for energy boost. Don't worry. Who of you were in? Why does he be? Goodness gracious, man. Could you guys implement a statistics tab, including information like total amount of times you have cleared a dungeon scenario, total amount of energy spent, total monster summon, etc. It's 4 p.m., but wait, that clearly going to something else. I'm okay for 5 more questions, not minutes. He's good for 5 more questions. Hannon, you gotta pull some questions, bro. Please. All right, they got one from Black Nova. All right, cool. Are there plans for higher floors of glyph dungeons? All right, Black Nova. We got lucky. We got one. We got one. Question in there. Man, my goodness. Yes, it is planned. Oh, right. So they plan on going higher than 10 in the glyph dungeons, meaning it's going to be more difficult. Hopefully, increased drop rates and all that good stuff. More XP, more crystals. For Glyph, we will be able to share awesome news in a month or two. Will you introduce arena defense? What? Oh, defense replays. It would be nice to see what's going on when I am attacked. Hey, Imbo, what's going on? We're just live streaming the Q&A right now. We learned we learned a little bit. I'm also recording it, so if you didn't see it, man, I'll have it up on my YouTube channel when this ends in about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on, maybe even 5 minutes. I don't know. 3 questions left. Please pick out some good questions then. Is the position of our monsters important? The IA attack on the right or on the left is it totally random? I mean that's kind of a good question, because with the AI people are having problems. If we know how to set them, and then that'll determine what they're going to do in battle. Yeah, that's a pretty good question there, actually. Insane times. What's going on, man? Good afternoon, bro. How are you doing today? We're just streaming and recording the Q&A. The devs started that an hour ago, hour 4 minutes ago. They're gonna close out with a few more questions. If you didn't catch the Q&A insane times, I'll have it up on my YouTube when this ends, so you can go and check it out, the full Q&A. Sorry, I'm just eating, so I'm kind of. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the AI. It just, like you said, not important. They are displayed that way because of visual constraints. This one does not count. So there's no AI uh, advantage or disadvantage for how they're placed on the battle. Any plans for leader skills? They don't even have a leader system in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can assign one of your units to be the leader of the team, but they don't even have that. We have we have several designs in mind, cool stuff to be honest. But guilds are, oh, okay, so guild leader. I'm tracking. But guilds are the priority now. Well, I kind of, so out of this hour and 5 minutes so far, I feel like maybe 4 questions was asked and answered. The rest was all kind of just hanging out and stuff. They pulled a question about tits and ass. I mean, come on. Uh, Last question. Can we please ban all players asking for Summoners War features? You see what I'm saying? Come on now. My goodness. Of course, they pulled the question all the way outside of the hour. Any plan on opening some kind of API? The way the community can create a database statistics, run optimizer. All right, man. So yeah, hopefully in the next Q&A, I mean they did say that they would like to do this often, so maybe once every other month or something. We'll see. I'm gonna ask my questions after this though. I'm gonna add all of them. No, no, no. I'm gonna PM all of them. I'm gonna PM all of them the same question. All three of my questions, I'm gonna PM them. Haha, we are transparent and all, really, guys. And we want to offer you everything we can because we love you. But you are our support. We cannot do this without you. Dot 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 dot. Come on. There's some stuff we cannot really do, or we might get fired. Laugh out loud. And that response was to this question again. Any plan on opening some kind of API, the way the community can create a database, statistics, run optimizer. There was some new stuff we but just ask us. Most of the stuff you could do what? Most of the stuff you could need, we can probably provide. Thank you everyone for your questions. Yeah, they answered that, Blue Neros. What they said was they're gonna that's coming. They're gonna not this next update or whatever they called it. In the future, they're going to allow us to use our dupes. They're gonna have use and our duplicate units, and we're gonna be able to re-roll the. We can change our evolve skill. So all of that is coming. Time pressure. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like if even if you kill the live thing here, like at least have a team or somebody assign somebody, you know, come look back at all the. I mean, you got moderators. Have them go and look at all the questions, and then like you guys filter them out and all, get the nonsense questions out. You know, separate them, and then no, no. Blue Neros. Uh, they didn't say that. They didn't. They did not say that specifically. Um, maybe you misunderstood me there. Uh, they said that duplicates will have their uses. So if you have multiple units of the same unit, they will have their use. So pretty much you want to save them for whatever they're going to come out with that. But then they also said was they will allow us the option to re-roll our evolution skill. They didn't say that it's going to cost a duplicate unit to do so. So however they're going to do that, maybe charge us crystals or seals or whatever. But they didn't go into the specific details on that though. Matter of fact. Hold on, Blue Narrows. Check it out. Like you can see the yeah, bro. Like I said, it's all recorded, so we'll just scroll back up to it. Yeah. See, it was way earlier on. Damn, around the beginning. We're in 30. We're in 19. So it was up in here somewhere. Oh, also what they said, very important for all of us to hear, is they're not going to be doing anything as far as catching us up to the veteran players. They see that it is fair as the game is. So they're always going to have that advantage over us. Period. Like there's unless you are like extremely lucky, yeah, you might have to become a whale. But even being a whale in this game has its limits. Like RNG is RNG zone, you know, especially on the glyphs you may or may not find. So if you're extremely lucky and you get glyphs and you have a decent team, you could definitely get up there with those guys. But I'm just looking for that question. Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Do you plan on making dupes have a role in skill ups, evolving, swapping the auto attack, random bonus after the first evolution, or something similar? We plan to add features to make the duplicates worth it. Period. Period. Regarding the evolve, we have plans to allow you to swap it. Period. We won't be in the next build though. The next build they're focusing on PvP. They said the first week of June, so excuse me, July. So July 1st through July 7th, maybe even the 8th if they're a little late with it. But they didn't give an exact date on the first week of July. But you know, 1st to the 7th, right? So yeah. Well, since they're done, let me see. Let me just see if they wrote anything else. Nope. Thank you all. They, yep, they killed that 4 minutes ago, so it's done now. They probably locked this. Yep, they locked this. You can't write anymore. Uh, I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm not gonna send my questions to them now. Obviously, you know, I'm not that impatient. I'm not impatient. Probably tomorrow, or maybe even the day after tomorrow, or tomorrow night, or something like that. I'd throw the wait. Today's like what, Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So tomorrow or tomorrow evening, I'm gonna throw my questions at them if they haven't responded. All right, so let me go ahead and start recording. So that was the Q&A. Again, today's 21 June 2018.